Canada is known around the world for its multiculturalism, but what does that really mean? Who actually lives here? And where do most Canadians trace their roots to? Today, we're diving into the real data of the 2021 census to uncover the most common ethnic origins and immigrant backgrounds in Canada. And trust me, there are a few surprises, so make sure to watch all the way to the end. This is the face of real Canada, and it's more diverse than you might think. Before we jump in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. This content is free and supports more research-based storytelling. Let's start with how people identify themselves ethnically. In the 2021 Canadian Census, Canadians could report multiple ethnic origins, so the numbers reflect ancestry, not necessarily nationality. Of those top 5 ethnic origins that were reported, number 1 was Canadian, of course, with 5.7 million people. English was the next most common ancestry with 5.3 million, then Irish with 4.4 million, and then Scottish with 4.4 million again. In 5th place, you have the French ancestry with 4 million people reporting it. That might seem very British heavy, and it is. Those results reflect Canada's colonial past with a long history of immigration from parts of Western Europe. Canadian as an ethnic origin is super popular in the rural regions and among families with deep generational roots here, often mixed up with British and French settler heritage. But beyond Europe, let's get into what Canada really looks like today. In 2021, 1 in 4 Canadians, or 26.6% to be exact, identified as a part of a visible minority group. That's over 9.6 million people, and it's only growing. The top 5 visible minority groups in Canada were number 1, South Asian, with 2.57 million, or roughly 7.1% of the population, then the Chinese with 1.71 million, or roughly 4.7% of the population. Then the next visible minority group was Black with 1.55 million, 4.3% of the population, Filipino 960,000 with 2.6%, Arab with 690,000 or 1.9%. South Asians are now Canada's largest visible minority group, including people of Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi, and Sri Lankan heritage. You'll find vibrant South Asian communities in cities like Brampton, Mississauga, Surrey, and parts of Scarborough. Chinese Canadians, one of the earliest immigrant groups in this country, all form the largest second visible minority group today, especially concentrated in Vancouver, Toronto, and Markham. Now let's take a look at the countries that these immigrants were born in originally. In 2021, 8.3 million people living in Canada were born abroad. That's nearly 23% of the entire population. The top 7 country of origin or country of birth was India in first place with about 900,000 people, Philippines with about 700k, China also with 700k, UK with 450k people roughly born there, USA with 250k roughly, Pakistan around the same, and Hong Kong around 200k people. India for now tops the list, and it's not even close. That's partly due to Canada's immigration system prioritizing particular skilled workers and international students. Many of them happen to be from India. Meanwhile, immigration from the UK, once dominant, has been slowly declining for decades. Filipino and Chinese immigrant populations continue to grow with a strong community roots and intergenerational regional patterns. Multiculturalism in Canada is not spread evenly across the map. Ontario and BC has a large South Asian, Chinese, and Filipino communities, especially in the urban cities, whereas Quebec, you'll find a stronger Arab, Haitian, and Northwestern African communities, more due to French language migration pathways. Prairies, they exhibit a rapid growth in Syrian, Sudanese, and Afghan population, especially in cities like Winnipeg, Edmonton, and Calgary. Each province and even each city tells a different immigration story, and that's what makes Canada's diversity so layered and unique. So next time someone says Canada is diverse, you can show them the real numbers. Behind every statistics is a family, a journey, and a new chapter being written in Canada's story. Drop your ethnic background or place of origin in the comments. I'd love to know where your roots began or trace back to. If you learned something new, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more deep dives into real stories of Canadian life.